Otrovert? Is that Spanish? Tell me, is it Spanish or is it not? Otro is probably linked more so to Latin.
It's Spanglish.
So I don't know if we're really...
If you call it Otrovert, it's other green.
Hi, read the room.
Hello.
It's Jacquelyn, Darcy, and Madison.
All
The
right.
gang's all here.
And I'm starting out hot, actually, because I have something to say. And
Oh, yeah.
I have a call to action, if you will. Because I'm getting a lot of people coming up to me or using someone close to me as a messenger to tell us and me how much they love the podcast. And I just find that really funny because where are they on the posts? Where's the comments? Where? We don't bite. We want your participation. So, for y'all silent viewers out there, give us some love. You don't have to comment publicly, but maybe, send us a nice message if you're enjoying us. Because if you don't,
We'll never know.
I think Jacqueline's thinking of something a lot more sinister than we'll never know. Darcy's like, we'll never know.
I was going to go like some sort of like torture, CIA like torture route.
For sure.
Like I was like, or we'll waterboard you or like something like that. But
Or we'll waterboard you. Yeah, give us a follow. We like if you can imagine from all of this, we love affection and validation. So any way we can get it, we'll take it.
Especially validation.
yeah.
What are you asking for with affection there, madman?
Good job.
What do you?
We love y'all.
Yay!
What do you think? I'm asking them to cop a feel through their phone? You freaking weirdo!
What the hell? Your mind is in the gutter.
Oh, yes.
You know who you are, like seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Drew will make this into a clip, and I'll be talking directly to you.
PSA.
Get on with it. Give us some love.
Please.
Some love and affection. Love. And last thing I'll say about our silent fans is that we love y'all.
We love y'all. We appreciate you listening. We just would love to know that you are listening.
Oh wait, no, that I forgot what I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say. Take a page out of our book. Be more audacious.
Audacious now.
See, the thing is, Darcy, is that you're like, no dancing, no singing, and then you do it almost immediately.
It's like Pavlov dogging yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, look, I didn't do it. And then you immediately do it.
Pavlov dogging yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, that's good. That might be a t-shirt.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of t-shirts, I see you're taped up there.
It's a reveal. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
There's your
Okay.
I'm surprised she knew the words. I was excited. Are you ready, buddy? Are you ready?
Are you ready for this?
I think as ready as we'll ever be.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yes, we're really ready.
Are you really, really ready? Are you really, really ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Oh,
Got too
Got
silly.
too silly.
it's supposed to do it. No, it's not. I gotta do it this way.
You missed the one up top.
I know, I see it. Oh, I missed that one way up top.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Got too silly.
is in jail. You're speechless. You're speechless. It's amazing.
Actually, I like this one.
Don't do that, Jacquelyn. This one is too, like...
I like it.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's a nod. Like, the reason why I like it is like a nod to our graphic tees at Delia's, like back in the day, where it'd be like grilled cheese, and it would be like a slice of cheese when he is smiling with like a grill. Mm-hmm. You know, like that. It's like punny, and I enjoy it.
There you go.
Sorry.
You want another look? Matt, do you need another look to make your
not
decision?
that. I didn't like it that much.
I'm good.
Silly.
I didn't realize that, like, a silly goose was implying that they were getting imprisoned.
Well, you can only be a certain amount of silly. If you go too silly,
You get arrested?
jail for you.
Yeah.
Jail.
You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail.
Well, guess what, Darcy? There's officers waiting outside your door right now to arrest you.
Well, I think Mad's gonna get arrested and jailed, imprisoned for lack of whimsy.
No! I didn't do it! I didn't do it! I'm innocent!
And that's a felony right there.
A felony? Y'all.
Well, I learned something this last week or so.
Oh.
You want to hear about
Yeah,
it?
I do.
You
Do
just
you
stop
want?
asking. You know, it's kind of a place for us to
Be assertive, Darcy.
chat.
You know, I want to be wanted.
Well,
Is this news that might affect our mental health? Are you asking in that sense? Like, are you
No.
mentally prepared?
It's really not that big of a deal.
the build-up's been great so far, so let's hear it.
The build-up's been great. You know, there's a whole lot of tension I'm building right now. Tension. Okay, so I found out, you know, how there's extroverts and introverts.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And I've always said I'm kind of an extrovert gets all their energy from other people, and an introvert gets energy by turning inward. I'm looking at a little...
A note card, I can tell.
And an ambivert is like a combination of both. That's what I've always thought I am. But now they've coined a new...
Who's they?
Some what is he?
Is doctor, hopefully?
Yeah, he's a
Psychologist, maybe?
a Mount Sinai psychiatrist.
Mount Sinai.
Mount Sinai, that's a big hospital in the northeast, I believe.
Okay.
Has decided there is also something called an Otrovert.
Now, what's that?
Otro?
Otrovert.
All right, pull up your notes. Tell us.
Okay, so otro is in Spanish, other. Mm-hmm. So you're an othervert.
Okay.
I find the name distasteful.
But what is it?
For its lack of creativity, an otrovert is not defined by their relationships with others at all. Otroverts are those who don't feel the obligation to merge their identities with others. They're not shy or antisocial. They just feel no need to tie their identity to groups or labels.
Who would that be?
I'm trying to even think.
I think, well...
I'll tell you one thing. I know there's a lot of wannabe Otroverts out there that think
Yeah.
that they aren't tying themselves and they're doing whatever, but I just...
And Otroverts accept themselves and avoid being browbeaten for their independent ways. They aren't troubled by their self-sufficiency. Instead, they're empowered by it.
This doesn't make sense to me.
It feels very... Do you think are you trying to say you're an Otrovert?
I think I'm more of an ambivert.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I was thinking before I read the article, I was thinking that an Otrovert was what they were really describing as an ambivert. Because an ambivert's like little, half and half or whatever. But
this feels like its own category, though. I don't understand.
yeah, it is its own category.
But this seems like it's just a complete, like, nothing to do.
Yeah.
Because to me, like, introvert and extrovert is not...
It's
just like how you socialize. It's not necessarily an identity-based thing. Like, it's just like a more of a behavioral thing.
Yeah, and this...
So I'm confused what that means.
It's really more about not being... It says being outside the hive, so to speak, allows you to think and create freely, to come up with unique ideas untainted by groupthink or by what has come before.
But my thing is, I don't think
I think that's impossible.
Yeah, I just don't think there's even I don't think extroverts necessarily mean that they like succumb to group think. I think it just means that they like being around people. But also, who out here is not influenced by the people around them at all? I just cannot.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a real thing. What do you think?
It's more like independent thinkers, I think. Because you can still be part of a group and not have, not subscribe to everything that group believes.
For sure, but
to me, that's what an extrovert is.
That's what I was going to say. I don't feel like extroverts or introverts necessarily means that they subscribe to.
Yeah, because I thought those, like, an extrovert is just kind of like how you socialize and how you, like, have what energies.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, like, your personal identity and, like, your ideas.
It's interesting,
but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I feel like that's just very, like, I don't know who would fall under that category.
It's a new personality type, they're calling it.
It's interesting. Let us know if anyone feels like they resonate with this.
Yeah, it should also be said that nobody is all one thing.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's interesting. I thought the name was funny also because it's like you can't do anything better than that. Othervert.
Well, that's the other thing. I don't really care for either where it's like you're othered in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're othering the people who already feel othered.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Weird to me. Like, but also I'm like, okay, somebody that feels like empowered by their, like, I don't, like, good for, if you feel empowered by your own, like, ideas and you don't need other outside influences or feel like you even take outside influences to make decisions or create or what have you. But to me, I'm like, I don't know, like, the idea of that being like I'm like, oh, that's a great trait to have. I don't know if it's like a personality type.
I wonder, like, what common, I wish there was like a chart that I could look at to where you could see like what ENFJ normally falls under.
Exactly, because that's what I was.
That's an interesting thing.
Because that's what I was thinking too. I'm like,
which ones? What is that called? What was that called again?
The
Myers-Briggs.
The Myers-Briggs. Yes.
Because I was just thinking that too. I'm like, I wonder like what within those personality types this aligns
fall
with.
under extrovert or introvert. Yeah. Or othervert or amnivert or Mother Earth.
Mother Earth.
Mother Earth. Father Moon.
The moon's a woman.
Well, that's interesting.
Anyways.
Yeah. No, yeah, it is. And
it makes you think.
You know, I think I'm an othervert because I don't really care what I am.
It's the same with you.
I think you're an other fart.
It's the same thing with her being like, I'm not a rule follower.
This bitch.
And now she's thinking, she's like, I'm an Otrovert.
I'm an Otrovert. I don't like labels because I'm an Otrovert.
Exactly.
Yeah, like...
Except I'm an Otrovert because I'm a lady.
Okay. I didn't realize it was gendered.
Well, in Spanish.
In Spanish it is, I guess.
Okay.
I was just trying to be
auténtico.
In Spanish, it is, honestly.
I know it is in Spanish, but is this a Spanish word? Y'all are so annoying. Is this a Spanish word?
Otro is.
Yeah, but Otrovert, is that Spanish? Tell me, is it Spanish or is it not? Otro is probably linked more so to Latin.
If you call it Otro Verde, it's other green. Any more questions? Yes.
No, I don't have any questions.
No one addressed you.
How dare you? Other than why?
Yeah.
I feel like most people are probably ambiverts.
Jacquelyn's face.
But it's true. No, because
No,
people
it's true.
like,
Everyone's a combination.
Like, look, let me, like... But sorry about that. But like my thing is that people are like,
let her speak, Darcy.
Yeah, she's doing things too. You can't.
You're taking the bit too
I'm feeling extra silly. If I'm going to jail, I'm going all out.
Well, I hope you're locked up for a long
You need to simmer down, Darcy.
I hope you're never eligible for parole because I'm sick and tired of this shit.
My daughters keep writing letters. Keep her in.
He does
the
keep
world's
her
a better
please.
place.
I don't care what appeal.
Our mom's being too silly. Arrest her, officers.
But what I was trying to say is that everyone needs time alone, you know? Or like, that's, it just doesn't make sense.
Wow.
Are you on something right now? What is happening?
Yeah, you're zooted.
I am not.
She's not zooted, or she's rolling right now. That's what I feel like she's doing. But can other than hearing Darcy make noises with her mouth, can I say something really quickly? Because I agree. I just can't. I feel like there are actually very few people out there that fully identify with extrovert or introvert. I think people lean towards one or the other, but they need the balance.
Yeah, I don't like it. So tell whatever that doctor's name is.
Let's send a letter to Mount Sinai.
His name is...
Yeah.
Don't say his name.
You think he's a silent listener?
He might be.
He's a silent fan.
He was about to message.
We just ruin our connects with the psychology community.
He was just about to send us a really nice message saying how much he enjoys this podcast, and we're like, this guy's an idiot. This makes no sense.
He doesn't know how to name the kind of vert we're supposed to be.
You have such an issue with the name, and I have an issue with the ideology behind it.
Yeah.
The name
but okay, so what would you name it instead?
I wouldn't name it anything. I wouldn't even have this type of category because I don't understand how it correlates to extrovert, introvert, ambivert, and now there's this Otrovert. But this Otrovert is on its own island because nothing in
I would call it a pick-me-vert.
Pick-me-vert?
Yeah. Actually?
I was going to call it a perfavert. Perfavert. Perfect.
They're perfect?
Self-thinker. Perfect vert. Perfavert. That sounds really bad.
It sounds like you're saying pervert.
Like a pervert.
And the fact that you weren't picking that up is worrisome.
No, I was.
Okay, well, that's good. No, because
Perfavert.
It's like in its own...
There's no way in today's society that you cannot be influenced by any group or community or type of people. I'm sorry.
Well, it says they feel no need to tie their identity to groups or labels.
But now they're tying it to Otrovertism. Do we see, like...
It's just we don't agree.
And if we have learned anything through this whole podcast process is that we're experts in most topics. So
we're Expertverts.
we're so close.
That is a fourth type because they think they know everything. Oh, I've interacted with some folks like that.
Was it a beer? Hell!
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Could you imagine? You're looking at the beer all of a sudden, and then you're like, you know what, you piece of shit? You think you know everything. Talking to
You're
yourself
an expertvert.
You're an expertvert.
You're an expertvert.
Oh, you think you're so good because you're an expertvert. Oh, I just know everything.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna make a bit. I'm gonna do this for open mic. Some kind of bit on this tonight for open mic.
Oh, it's gonna go so good.
Home run. What do y'all do do y'all like spring clean?
Oh, do I? So I'm still in the process of organizing my place after having work done. Yes, it's been about a month and a half. But a month of that though,
But you haven't been back for a month.
No, I've only been back here for like a couple of weeks.
Literally no one's saying anything.
Cuff them. No, but I'm sorry. I need to clean. Yesterday I wanted to clean, but it ended up being a day of just lounging.
Drew and I are doing like a spring clean kind of today just because I just need to I have so much shit.
Yeah.
And I just need to reorganize. So I was curious, like, do people actually spring clean, or is it just like they don't need to spring clean because they just always like are clean or always messy? I just like am in the midst of reorganizing a ton of stuff.
I know. I'm so jealous of people that can keep. I wish I was one of those people that when I felt stress, I cleaned.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you this. 99% of the time, my body nervous system is in fight or flight for whatever reason it is. So if I
go to nervous system yoga.
I know. I was just thinking about that today actually. But
yeah, you're probably mostly in freeze actually.
Oh yeah, no. There's no flying. Yeah. Thanks, Darcy. Do you love that, Jacquelyn? Did you love that? She was like, you're probably mostly in freeze. Oh, you think?
I think all of us tend to be mostly in,
yeah, no.
I'm probably least in freeze.
Or fawn.
What the hell's fawn?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to correct you. Fawn is kind of just like you just recede. It's like the Homer Simpson thing in the hedge.
Okay, wait, actually, can we talk about the Simpsons movie being such a cultural moment? Do y'all remember the Simpsons movie? Like, we all watched it in theaters. Is this just me?
I think it's
the Spider Pig. Spider Pig.
Oh my god! I've actually
like, that was like a cultural reset.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig.
I just feel like that movie was so marketed towards kids, or for whatever reason. Like, I feel like everyone at school was talking about it. Like, we all went to the theater and saw it. Like, I don't know why. Drew and I were just talking about this, of how it was like. So I'm curious if anyone else feels that way.
When did that movie come out?
I know, I was just going to Google it.
Because I'm trying to think, because I remember quoting like the Spider Pig and like probably some other things I just don't remember. But that was also probably because when it came out, that's when things were like
2007.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like social media was kind of where the YouTube, like quoting like YouTube videos, and everybody's like, because like I remember like when Napoleon Dynamite came out too, and like all of those movies, like I think because everybody has more access to them, like we were just quoting movies and TV shows and everything so much.
Well, I think there was more I mean, it's just like TV shows. there was less to choose from, so people were watching the same thing, and you could only watch shows on
Certain.
like all the Thursday night NBC lineup, you know, because everyone watched on the same night, and I kind of miss that.
I do too.
To some degree.
No, because I remember in high school, and listen, like streaming, cool, great. Like we have so many things, I guess, but I do miss that age because I remember in high school coming to school and talking about Glee from the night before with my friends, and us just being like
Monday night, Pretty Little Liars.
Yes. Being like so excited to have like a show to watch and then getting to talk about it the next day with like your friends and just being like, that was so crazy. I can't believe like what's going to happen next.
Because like, what do y'all think? Sometimes I'm like with the weeklies, like on the streaming services, I like that, especially for like a show like Tell Me Lies. It was like the perfect weekly show where everyone would like watch, and like it was the closest you could get to that, really.
Well,
but
I'm Traders was like that.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
They needed rivalry too.
They
They did that too. They did like a
week
by week.
They dropped.
I agree. At first, like it annoys me because I'm like, this is streaming. Just like you already have all the episodes, just fucking release them. But there are these moments where it is nice to watch. It reminds me like Game of Thrones, like way back when too, where you would watch week by week, and then that whole week leading up to the next episode after the release of the previous, like you're like dissecting and talking, and you're able to like really like
absorb it all.
And things that you might have missed, like you see someone else bring up, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't catch that like little Easter egg or whatever, and then it's like makes it more. Building the anticipation.
It's just it's more immersive.
Yeah.
It's like our book clubs too. It's like everyone reads, then you get to talk about it, and it's fun.
It's community.
And when I was growing, it creates community. And when I was in elementary school, there was even less to watch, right? And I remember probably being in 3rd grade that West Side Story was on over the weekend, the movie, and we were playing Sharks and Jets all week on the playground.
Yeah, that's
a very
awesome.
pretty much all white school. It had,
You're like, gangs look so fun.
Yeah. with true.
Yeah.
You know, nothing about the Romeo and Juliet of it all, and the dead guy at the end, and all all of that was lost.
I'm just kidding.
But spoilers. Older than me. Yeah. Anyway, but there's something lost, and I mean, Dad and I watch The Pit every week, so I mean that's something that comes out weekly that we can. But it's rare to find someone who's in the same spot as you are when you're talking about streaming shows, so it's hard to.
Yeah.
That's why
I know I'm sad about The Bachelorette, honestly.
Oh, craziness.
Yeah, it's the right. Yeah, well, I was thinking because like Secret Lives and Mormon Wives, I mean, they dropped that all together and they've stopped filming.
Yeah.
I do find it a little.
I don't know if it's the right thing. I think it's a little hypocritical, but
I think so too.
I'm sure it's hypocritical, but it's hard to believe that anything that's happening in the Bachelor season when you already know she's, in domestic violence with her ex, who is the ex or not. So it's like, I don't know.
Yes, I think my biggest thing is I'm like, there are a lot of athletes that should not be playing sports then. There are a lot of politicians who should not be working.
Totally agree.
It's just one of those things where I'm like, I get it. I get it.
Chris Brown is still one of the biggest artists alive.
That's my whole thing with all of this. Like, I'm not supportive of the behavior, obviously. No. But I just do find it interesting how quickly they were able to shut down all of this, and they were willing to lose millions and millions of dollars when you have men that have been doing the same shit, if not worse.
It's true.
And they are continuing to do what they're able to do because, they're good at whatever the fuck it is that they do, and we don't want to lose money. But they were okay with losing money with this woman.
Yeah, well, and also this incident happened in 2023.
Right, and so I'm also wondering, I'm like...
Specifically. There was a new incident, but, like, the video that's been circulating, like, she already pled guilty for, so, like...
That's my thing. I'm like, okay, all of the background that you've been doing, you did.
I know. How did they not know about this before?
Yeah, fucking weird.
I think that it's continuing, and I think it's not right, but the general public is going to forget or forgive a professional athlete's non-videoed violence against women. But when they have a video, they're not going to watch the show. So I think they were, I don't know, or more people might watch it. Who knows?
That's why I'm honestly surprised that they.
It's a double standard for sure.
Yeah.
But I think they're trying to cut their losses. Because they don't. What I'd heard, they'd only edited like 3 episodes, so it's like
I saw that.
The cost will continue unless they just, I don't know. Maybe I would love to think that this is going to continue with violent men in the public eye, but it won't, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, no. That's my thing with this whole thing. I'm like, domestic violence, men or women that are doing it, it's not correct. It's not like behavior that we should be ignoring and not whatever. But you just rarely see, when men do this type of stuff, this level of backlash.
For sure.
And that's the part that pisses me off. And because I would
love to believe they were doing it for her well-being.
No.
Right.
Because
but I know they're not.
Well, I'm kind of surprised with all we know, especially with like the production behind, like, over the years of like The Bachelor and Bachelorette, that they didn't just go ahead and move on with this and make this a storyline part of the show. I'm actually surprised they didn't do that.
I feel like they might still release,
because they're gonna want to make their money back. Like, if at the end of the day, that's what they're all trying to do.
People are gonna want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Then all these people, like, I feel so bad for these guys that were on The Bachelorette and they're missing their moment. Oh,
weren't they there to find love?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're telling me that you did this for the publicity and for the brand deals. Got it.
That would suck so bad.
No, honestly, you're like...
Oh my God, that would suck.
You're like, I spent all this time with this crazy woman.
Yeah. No. Well, that's why she's such a good reality star, because she unhinged.
Seems like her and the baby daddy are unhinged, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're in a very toxic relationship.
Yeah.
It's both of them. It's
craziness.
But it's the Expertverts have spoken, guys, and we're unsure of the best practice when it comes to Taylor, Frankie, Paul. But we'll talk about whatever they do.
Well, yeah, of course.
Of course.
We're interested. Obviously there's no perfect way to handle anything, but it is like interesting to watch unfold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Most definitely.
We like a mess as long as it's not ours.
So
yeah.
So true.
And spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Spring cleaning is happening here, but I'm just not the one doing it. It's the best of both worlds.
Isn't that nice?
Okie dokie. Well, thanks for reading the room with us.
It's been a grand old time.
And silent listeners, secret listeners.
Bye-bye.
Watchers, bye.